What's going on, YouTube friends? It's Ben back on the vlog here. I wanted to do a quick Sunday video for you. I hope you're all having a great weekend. If you like the content that you're seeing, please subscribe down below. It would super help me out, and I would really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you very much. If you haven't joined the Facebook group that we've created, link in the description. Young Money Recruiters is where it's at for all the people trying to either start a recruiting agency, or if you're a veteran recruiter, if you're agency recruiter, corporate recruiter, I don't care. Just join the group. It's a pretty cool place. Got a bunch of cool talent in there, a lot of valuable insight, and maybe you can meet someone that you might synergize with something on. So link in the description for the Facebook group, Young Money Recruiters. Check it out for sure. So I've been getting some feedback about the content I've been creating and what I'm putting out there, and I wanted to kind of dial in a little bit and get a little bit more specific with everyone. So my vlog is meant to basically not just journal what I'm doing, but also teach specifically how to create a staffing or recruiting agency from scratch, from the ground up. So I wanted to kind of put things into bite-sized pieces and chunk it up to where we can actually teach and show you what I've been doing throughout my journey, starting from the ground up. So today's video is how to name your recruiting agency. So one of the absolute first things you would ever do in creating a business is creating a name for the business, right? So how to name your recruiting agency? Well, you can be on many different fields with this type of thing, right? A lot of people have things in their head that they think sound cool that are really shit. Or a lot of people have things in their head that they think sound, super impressive that are total shit. A lot of people think that things that are really good and impressive aren't going to fly and aren't good, and they wouldn't choose them. But here are the things you need to keep in mind when you're naming a recruiting agency that you're going to start. So number one, location. Okay. Are you going to be working in a certain area, a certain, domain, let's say the Pacific Northwest, where I'm at, right? My company's called Seattle Search Solutions. I named it Seattle because that's where it's at. Search, because that's what we do. Solutions, that's what we provide. So I figured it's pretty concise, straightforward, and simple, and it kind of rolls off the tongue at the same time. For you, are you working in New York City? Do you want to say New York City Search Solutions or NYC Solutions or whatever, something like that? Make it relative to where you're at, potentially. If you want to be really generic, you can go on that side, okay? So there's other names. Think about this, Randstad Technologies. Randstad is a huge staffing company. Their company name is called Randstad. I don't know what that means. It might be the last name of the founder or whatever. It's Randstad. There's also Insight Global. Insight Global, the word insight just means, some interior information on something, and then global means global, but it's a name for them, and they're a multi-billion-dollar company, and it's huge. But if you're just starting a recruiting agency and you're naming it, definitely put some thought into how you want to be seen, how you want to be viewed. So aside from the location and the geographic area in which you're actually serving, understand that you might want to be viewed as a local staffing company, or you might want to be viewed as someone who's going to be working nationwide. Now, I just recently heard from a mentor of mine, don't worry about working nationwide so fast. So, for me, Seattle Search Solutions, it's fine. It works. There's plenty of companies that I can staff for and make over six figures easily doing things in Seattle, in the metropolitan Seattle general market. For you, though, if you're in a certain area, you might want to pick that city's name plus something. There's a lot of websites that you can use for business name generators. So you could take the first word that you want to use, like a group or firm or company or partners, and then you can add on all these little add-ons that come up when you use the generator. So something like that's pretty huge. So naming a company, it shouldn't take you a day, but it also shouldn't take you a month. It should take you approximately a week to do. You should do some good research. You should check out the competition, but don't be afraid to replicate some things, okay? There's a lot of companies that are called such and such solutions, and I'm Seattle Search Solutions. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, because at the end of the day, I'm selling someone. They're getting a cold email from me. They're talking to me. They're not talking to that other company. As long as it's not verbiage confusing, meaning like if I'm using the same exact wording, then we have a problem. But we don't, because it's me and it's not them. So at any rate, don't mull on this forever. It's just going to slow you down. Pick a name, get moving. It's not that critical as you might think it is. I know people are going to, your name is going to be everywhere. Your name is going to be on your website. Your name is going to be on a Facebook page. Your name is going to be on your email domain when you send out emails to people, so they're going to see it every single time, and it's going to be reflected. So make sure that it's something relevant and important, and it sounds good to you, that it sits well with you, but also make sure that it doesn't just sit well with you. It has to sit well with others, okay? So when you get opinions on it, don't just get opinions from your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, because everyone's going to tell you, yeah, that sounds great. No, get opinions from mentors. Get other people's opinions, like random people on Facebook groups or something, or random people that are in staffing already. Say, hey, how does this sound? And they might tell you you're batshit crazy, or, oh, that sounds really cool. So get opinions from legitimate people. Don't just get opinions from people that are close to you. Again, if you haven't heard it on Shark Tank, sales from friends and family and shit like that don't ever count. All right. So the same thing applies when you're getting advice. Go for the gold and get it from the people who really know what they're doing. So that's huge. Put yourself out there and get ideas from other people. But naming your company is one of the first steps you need to do when you're starting a staffing company, and how to do that is pretty straightforward. So get some brainstorming going, get some thought going, use name generators online, make sure you're thinking location-wise where you want to be, make sure you're also thinking about what type of staffing you want to do, which starting a staffing company, you want to be generic. I've done a video on this. You want to be a general staffing agency. You don't want to be a niche staffing agency. You don't want to go out there and say, I'm only staffing for CNAs, or I'm doing this or that. Pigeonholing yourself will just set yourself up for failure. So you do want to be general. So do not niche yourself down and say, Ben Nader's staffing for nurses, right? It's just like, yeah, there's money there, but that's not how you start a staffing agency. So anyways, go for that. Use those tips. I hope they're helpful. Hit subscribe. Link in the description again for Young Money Recruiters. Join the Facebook group. We would love and appreciate you if you did. We'd love to have you. And that's all I got for today, guys. I will catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.